Welcome students to our today's lesson. Today we are going to learn about the construction of an ellipse as a locus and a tangent. Let's go to the construction of an ellipse as the locus of a point. Let's begin with as a locus of a point. So an example, construct an ellipse as the locus of a point given that the major axis is 100 millimeters while the minor axis is 60 millimeters. So when you hear a locus of a point, first of all you should consider the major axis. So you draw a table somewhere. You will draw a table somewhere like that. So what you need to do is to get the focal length. Once you hear the locus of a point, you need to get the focal length. So here we are going to have focal length F1 and F2 like that. Now you have been told the major axis, and I said you need to consider the major axis. So the major axis is 100 millimeters. So you need to group this major axis in such a way, in such a manner that whatever you add between these two focal lengths, you should again get the 100 millimeters. So let's first of all start with a difference of 10. So if F1 is 10 millimeters, 90 will be F2. So if you add 10 plus 90, you will again get 100 millimeters. So let's go to 20. 20 plus 80, you will again get 100 millimeters. We have 30 plus 70. 30 plus 70 is 100. 40. 40 plus 60 is 100 millimeters again. 50. 50 plus 50, you again get 100 millimeters. You have 60. 60 plus 40, you get 100. So you can see I've classified the focal length F1 and F2 into divisions of 10. So I have started with the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, then 90. Then you can also see from F2 I have started with 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So from F2 they are decreasing, while from F1 is at F1 they are increasing. And the reason as to why they should be increasing and decreasing is once you add whatever you get in F1 to F2, it should again give you the 100 millimeters. When you add 10 plus 90, you get 100. 20 plus 80, you get 100. 30 and 70, 100. 40 and 60, 100. So they should move all that way until you reach at, and you again arrive at the 10 millimeters. So this is the kind of a table that you should make. So first of all, let's begin by drawing the major line. So you have been told the major axis is 100 millimeters. So let's draw our 100 millimeters. That is my line. I should transfer the 100 millimeters, which is equivalent to 10 centimeters. So I should measure 10 centimeters from my ruler. Let me label this one as A. We have B. So this line from A to B, it is 100 millimeters. So again, I need to subdivide this line into two by bisecting it. So start stepping at A. So this is the center O. So I have been told the minor axis. So this is the axis, which is the minor axis. So the minor axis should be 60 millimeters. Once I divide by 10, I should get 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeters, again I should divide by 2 to get 3 centimeters. So that once I step at point O, I should mark on top 3 centimeters, again mark 3 centimeters, so that the total of the 3 centimeters you marked on top and the one you marked at the bottom should give you the total of 6 centimeters. So measuring 6 centimeters, we'll step at point O. Put a mark. Now that is 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters again. So this is A, B, they call this one C, then D. Now I need to locate the focal length. Focal length, we said it should be represented by F. So I need to locate the focal length. This one. To locate or to get the focal length or to locate the focal length, I should take the distance of the major axis. I have the half of line A, B. So I should place my compass at point O, then extend it to either B or A. So it should be a half of the distance of A, B of the major axis. Then without changing the compass, the dimensions of the compass or the length, I should step at point C like this. then put a mark, again put a mark. So those are my focal lengths. So for here I have two focal lengths. I have F1, then F2. So now I should use this table to get to draw arcs around for me to come and finally get the ellipse that I need. So I should step at F1 with 10 millimeters, then again step at F2 at 90 millimeters. So F1, let's begin with F1, this one. F1 is 10 millimeters, 90 millimeters at F2. F1 should measure 10 millimeters. So stepping at F1 at 10 millimeters, should put an arc like that on top, then at the bottom also put another arc like that. That is at F1. So I should go to F2, 90 millimeters. So I should step at F2 again, stepping at F2, then adjusting my canvas. I should measure from the ruler 90 millimeters, which is equivalent to 9 centimeters. So stepping at F2 with the 90 millimeters, I will put a mark at the top to crisscross the first mark you made. Then at the bottom also put another mark like that. Let's go to this other one. 20 millimeters at F1 and 80 millimeters at F2. So at F1 I should measure 20 millimeters with my pair of canvas. Then stepping at F1 at 20 millimeters, we'll put a mark at the top, another mark at the bottom. Now let's go to F2, 80 millimeters. So stepping at F2, you should measure 80 millimeters from the ruler, which is equivalent to 8 centimeters. Put a mark, put another mark like that. Let's go to this one. F1 30, F2 70. Stepping at F1 at 30 millimeters, and you should measure from your ruler, not just transfer them. Measuring now 30 millimeters, which is 3 centimeters. Put a mark at the top, then another one at the bottom. Then now 70 millimeters at F2. I should measure 70 millimeters, then step at F2. Put a mark at the top, then put another one at the bottom. Then again, let's go to this one. 40 at F1, 60 at F2. Should measure 40, you should be measuring. Then 60 at F2, stepping at F2. The mark. Put another mark at the bottom. Let's go to 50. 50 by 50. So F1 50. F2 again, it should be 50. Doing it like that. Then 60 by 40. 60 F1. Mark at the top and at the bottom. Then 40 at F2. Start stepping at F2. 40. Then we have 70 by 30. So F1 70. I should measure 70 millimeters with your compass. Put a mark. Put another mark below there. By 30. 30 is F2. So measuring 30, which is 3 centimeters, then stepping at F2. Then again we have 80 by 20. 80 millimeters at F1, then 20 millimeters at F2. F1, 80. Should extend my canvas. I should be measuring. You should not just transfer the canvas. Up and down. Then 20 millimeters. Up, down once. Then we have the last one is 90 by 10. 90 millimeters at F1. Then 10 millimeters at F2. So stepping at F1, you should always stand at this S, the focal length. Should measure 90. Then measuring 10 with your canvas from the ruler. Then stepping at F2, always. So now, whatever is remaining is to draw a very fair curve. So starting at point A, now when you are drawing the fair curve, you should start at these points. You should not step at this focal length. So I will step at A. So that is my fair curve. So this is the ellipse that I'm interested in. So I think you have seen the procedure of drawing an ellipse. Then again, somebody can tell you to draw a tangential line to this particular ellipse. So how do you get to draw a tangential line which is now touching this particular ellipse? So you should point at F2, stepping at point F2, drawing a line towards any 2 points of intersection. I may decide to draw the 2 lines from F1 to meet at this point, then from F2 to meet again at that same point. I can also choose this point. So it will look like this from F2. Again, another line from F1 to meet this point. So all of them should meet here. So to draw a tangential line, I should bisect either of these angles, this one or this one. So stepping at the point of intersection, should put a mark, then another mark. Then from there, take my ruler, then draw a line touching this point of intersection of the two lines. So we can include this one in our question. Add draw. So if you have been told to draw a locus, the locus of a point given the major axis, then you also draw a tangent to that particular ellipse. So once you are through with drawing the ellipse, you just extend this focal length to meet at just at one point of this or these intersections. Then from there, you will bisect this angle, then draw a tangential line towards this point. So that is the procedure of drawing an ellipse as a locus, then including a tangential line. So thank you so much, students. Get to follow the procedure and copy this question and draw your own ellipse, and again a tangential line touching that particular ellipse. So thank you so much.